Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about the two new updates that we just pushed this morning. We have a price calculator right down here now. Press on that, it's going to allow you to do two things. You can look up the price of a repair or a service without having to dig through inventory whatsoever. So if I'm going to go through here and let's say a customer calls and says, hey, how much to fix my iPhone 15 Pro screen? I know that this store right has a soft OLED. Press on this, instantly going to pull up the price so we can quote the customer within seconds. But hopefully we're also pushing value before price. But this will allow you to pull up the price instantly, as well as a part calculator here. So if you were to, let's say, have a fluctuating labor rate, but you have the cost of the part here, you just select the part. And even if it's out of stock, you can do that as well. But this one's in stock, 20 bucks. And then here I can put in whatever my labor rate is, whether it's 80 bucks, 100 bucks, etc. It just instantly tells you what it is. So it's a really nice feature, nice quality of life, makes everything a little bit simpler. What's really great about this feature is this was recommended by a user not that long ago. So if you have suggestions, we highly recommend pressing this button right here, support, submit a support ticket, let us know. We're always willing to work on MyRepairApp, right? We want to make this as good as it can be. But what I also want to show you outside of the price calculator is we made an adjustment to the commission calculator. If you're not using this feature, I highly recommend it. This could easily save you hours per month in payroll per store. This actually what we've released today, some really great updates, something that I'm extremely passionate about. I've wanted this for a long time. So number one, right here we have this new button next to the commissions that are created. And if you're not familiar with how to create commissions, we do have a video on YouTube that I'll post below that shows you how to set these up. Really easy, you just push add new commission rule. But you push this button here, and this will allow you to copy the commissions for this employee across all of your employees. So you don't have to set up individually for each employee. So if you pay your employees similar plans or similar prices and commissions, then you can just basically copy that button, push the copy button. Right here, though, we've added a new thing. It says use tiers. So what is this? So we've added an accelerator program. So if you've ever worked in wireless or a traditional sales company, you were on an accelerator program, right? Based on your performance, you would earn more and more and more. So we've introduced this into MyRepairApp, but this calculates it for you. This is incredible. This will save you a ridiculous amount of time, but also incentivize the heck out of your employees to sell what you want them to sell. So for instance, let me show you how this works. So let's say I'm going to do a commission entry. Select rule. We're going to do screen protection sales. So I created this one where basically any and all screen protector sales are shown here. I want to pay this employee off of the profit on the screen protectors. And I'm going to press this button here and hit use tiers. So now once I push that green button, right? Once I push the green button, I can select set tiers. This right here also just shows all the sales that were of that particular SKU. And then if you want, you can even export the CSV. But so set tiers, right? So I want to pay on a tiered structure. So right here, minimum quantity. But before we do that, let's look at basis. So if you want to pay on units sold, that's one thing. I prefer paying my employees, rewarding them off an attachment rate, because attachment rate is a true indicator of success. So for instance, this fake account hasn't really had many sales, so I'll just do 1%. And if you sell at least 1% worth of accessories, then you get a 1% of the profits. But let's say I set the goal that, hey, I want you to sell at least 20%. If you sell if your accessory attachment rate is 20%, then I'm going to pay 5%. Right, this is the value. I'm going to pay a 5% profit. Next tier, right? Maybe you're at 30%. I'm going to pay you 7% profit. Then 40, I'm going to pay you 10%. Which honestly, I think this is aggressive. Realistically, I would be at 50%. 40, I guess, but it's fine. But let's set the sky as the limit. Honestly, I think there's actually, by the way, we have over a dozen stores in MyRepairApp who are selling way more than at a higher rate than this. This is very achievable. In fact, we actually had a store that was at like 97% attachment rate with averaging over 6 tickets a day. So it's doable. But let's say 60%. Okay. Hey, you hit 16%, a 60% attachment rate. You know what? I am going to pay you 15% of the profits. So now that we're done, we set up all the tiers. So what you see right here, screen protection sales, My commission is $1.49 because, again, I've only sold a few screen protectors, so I only qualified for the minimum tier. But if I click on this right here, so this is the commission rate here, right? This is what I'm getting paid at 157%. This is the attachment rate, so 1%, 20% I set, 30%. So this is the threshold, right? So if I didn't set any other ones, then it would just be 1 to 100%. So that's why that says 1 to 100, 20 to 100. So it's 1%, 20%, 30. These are my thresholds, and then this is what I would earn as an employee. And right here it shows applied. So if I go, and actually if you do the math right here, there's a total of 4 screen protectors sold at like $148 cost, I think, or a profit. And so I'm at 1% commission rate. Yeah, $1.40. So the $149 in profit, and I'm getting 1%, right? So that's how that works. And so you can now have an accelerator program in your repair shop without you having to do all of that extra calculating manually yourself. You can set this up, and this is not just for screen protection, right? It's literally anything and everything. You can even incentivize certain types of repairs, charge port cleanings, whatever, protection plans. The world's your oyster, right? But the fact is that this now calculates it automatically, saving you hours in payroll every month per store. This is an incredible update. Just super happy to share this. Please try it out. Comment below. Let us know what you think. And we're so excited to get this out to you.